What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I have a quick video for you guys. Wanted to talk about Emoni Bates and his struggle so far at Memphis. Right now at the moment, it's looking like he made a pretty poor decision in terms of deciding to reclassify and head to college a year early. His draft stock is falling rapidly at the moment, and it's not looking good for him. So I wanted to get into his struggles, what's going wrong for Emoni, where he may have went wrong with his decision, and more importantly, I want to hear what you guys have to say. So make sure you leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of Emoni, his decision to reclassify, and how he's done so far at Memphis. Leave those thoughts in the comment section below. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So far in his Memphis career, Emoni has been bad, but just how bad has Emoni Bates been to the start of his Memphis career? Well, the answer to that is pretty bad. It hasn't been pretty for Emoni. He's been really struggling, especially of late. So far, through 8 games of his college career, he's averaging 11 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist a game, and only shooting 38% from the floor and 31% from 3. And those numbers just simply aren't going to cut it for a team that had really high expectations, a team that was hoping to finally make the NCAA tournament and make a deep run. And you just can't have one of your better players shooting the ball like that, especially someone who was supposed to come into the program and be one of the best scorers. I mean, coming out of high school, early in his high school career, he was compared to the next LeBron James, the next Kevin Durant. You name the top prospect or top player, he was compared to him, and he was supposed to be someone of that level. And so far through 8 games, he has not been that. And the thing that really kind of confuses me about Emoni this year is that when he committed to Memphis, he was supposed to kind of make this transition to being almost a point guard. It was supposed to be him going under Penny and him and Jalen Duren coming in, and it was supposed to be the next Shaq and Penny was going to teach him how to be a big guard and a big point guard, and he was going to run the show for Memphis. And so far in his college career, Emoni has a whopping 10 assists through 8 games, with 4 of those coming in the first game. So in the last 7 games, Emoni has 6 assists total, which is not good. I know he's had the ball in his hands. You know, some of the time he's probably not playing as much point guard as they envisioned, but that's for good reason, as when the ball has been in his hands and he's been asked to make plays for others, he's really struggled, not only in the assist total department, but also in the fact that he's turning the ball over at a 2 turnover to 1 assist ratio. Normally you want 2 assists to 1 turnover a game ratio, and so he's backwards on that. And so the whole Emoni Bates at point guard experiment so far, it has not gone well. I didn't understand that from the start, as that was never his game. He was supposed to come in to, you know, college or the G League or wherever he went, and it's supposed to be a bucket. Like, that was supposed to be the thing with Emoni, and so far that hasn't worked, as he's only shooting 38% total from the floor and only 31% from 3. And then he's supposed to come in and be this point guard, the next Penny Hardaway. That's his transition, and so far through 8 games, that's looking like a massive failure. And I know what a lot of you guys are saying is that I'm probably a massive hater, that we just got to give Emoni time, that he's still developing. He's only 17, he reclassified, he's younger than all these freshmen in this class. And I agree that we do need to give him time. He needs time to adjust to the game. But you got someone like Scoot Henderson, who's 17 and decided to skip his senior year of high school, and he's dominating the G League right now. He's putting up monster numbers, and he's playing against far better competition than someone like Emoni is. I mean, the people in the G League, those guys were All-Americans in college. They averaged 20 plus games in college, or 20 plus points per game in college. They were all studs in the G League, and Scoot Henderson right now looks like a man amongst boys in that league, and he's only 17. And so it's kind of shocking to see Emoni struggle this much early in his college career. But at the same time, if you look at the trajectory that Emoni was on heading into his senior year of high school, or what would have been, he was on the downward trend. He was no longer talked about as the next Kevin Durant, the next LeBron James, whatever. That wasn't really what scouts were saying anymore about him. That was more towards his freshman, sophomore year of high school. By the end of his senior year or junior year, there was actually players that were creeping up on him, and I believe on some recruiting websites, he was no longer even the #1 player in the class. And so I think Emoni decided to just skip, his senior year of high school, get to college, and I really thought that his family thought they were going to get some special exemption to enter the draft early. I really think that his family thought they were going to get that. When he announced that decision, they said something along the lines of they were waiting to see, or that at the moment he's not eligible, but they think that they're going to get him eligible, something along those lines. And so I think Emoni saw the writing on the wall that his ranking was falling, that people were coming after him, and there was a good chance he wasn't going to end up being the #1 prospect. Thought he could go to college, kind of raise his draft stock there, and keep that #1 spot. And so far right now, it's not looking like that's going to be the case. And so I know, like I said, it sounds like I'm hating, and I don't want to sound like that, but I was just never that high on Emoni to start with. I thought he was a good player. He's obviously going to the league. Like, there's no question about that. But there was some things in high school that I saw that really kind of made me question if he was that prospect that everyone said he was. There was like situations where he played 15U as a 15-year-old instead of playing 17U like every other top prospect in younger classes does. I think that was to protect his ranking. There was his dad creating a whole AAU team just for him, to make him the stud, make him stand out, put not as great players around him, and make Emoni look good, let him take all the shots, let him do everything in that regard. And that's what he did throughout his AAU career. And then he left high school, and his dad formed a prep school for him based around Emoni, and didn't put the right players around him to help Emoni actually get better. It was all about getting Emoni shots and making Emoni look good, while the rest of the team didn't matter. And so I thought there was red flags throughout his high school career. And like I said, his stock was falling coming into his senior year of high school. And so that's the decision he made. Like I said, I was never as high on him as everyone else. But yeah, I'm kind of just rambling at this point. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of Emoni, his struggles so far at Memphis, where you think his draft stock is. Leave those thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later.